So now we're going to go to the succession of land. All right? Because some brothers don't know, like, if I die and I don't have sons, let's say I have daughters, who does the land go to? Does it go to my brother? All right, does it go to my father if he's alive, or does it go to my nephew? Who does it go to? Well, let's find out. The real estate law and succession. So let's go to Numbers chapter 24. Numbers chapter 24, verse Numbers chapter 27. Numbers chapter 27, verse 8. It says, "And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if a man die and have no son, then ye shall cause his inheritance to pass unto his daughter." So if I died, I didn't have a son, but I had daughters, my inheritance would go to the oldest daughter. It says, "And if he have no daughter, then he shall give his inheritance unto his brethren. And if he have no brethren, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his father's brethren," your uncle. "And if his father have no brethren, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his kinsman that is next to him of his family. And he shall possess it, and it shall be unto the children of Israel a statute of judgment, as the Lord commanded Moses." And the Lord said unto Moses, well, that's it. So this is the succession of land. This is how land is handed down. First it says it's handed down if you don't have sons. All right, because it would be handed to your sons. And if you didn't have sons, you would be handed to your daughter. And if you didn't have daughters, then it says it was handed to your brothers. And if you didn't have brothers, it was handed to your uncle, your father's brother, which is your uncle. And if you didn't have uncles, it was handed to the person, the next of kin to you, the nearest person of kin to you. And that's the land succession laws. Okay? So now let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 14. So as you can see, our laws we have some righteous laws, man. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 14. "Thou shalt not remove thy neighbor's landmark, which they of old time have set in thine inheritance, which thou shalt inherit in the land that the Lord thy God giveth thee to possess it." So you couldn't steal your neighbor's land. All right? You couldn't steal that land from your neighbor. You couldn't take your brother's land, man. Your land was marked from the time of Moses and Joshua. Your land was marked. Every family had their inheritance. So you could not encroach on that inheritance. You couldn't take that land. Otherwise, you would be subject to the penalties of the laws. Okay? And the same thing with nations. Nations were not supposed to take other nations' land. That's why if you read the Old Testament, you see Israel, YAHSHARAHLA, us. We didn't fight other people for their lands. We rarely fought wars against other people unless they declared war on us. Then we would defend ourselves. But we never took people's lands. We were a peaceful nation. All right, so now we're going to go to Galatians chapter 5, verse 14. So you weren't supposed to steal your brother's land. All right, so now let's go to Galatians. And we're going to wrap it up. All right, so you can see we had some righteous laws, man. Specific laws, too. Laws that people still use today to govern themselves. All right, so let's go to Galatians. Give me 1 second. Galatians chapter 5, verse 14. It says, "For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself." So, as you see, we had the welfare law, where the poor of our nation or strangers or whatever, the poor can go into your field and take as much as they can eat. Why? Because we loved our neighbor as ourselves. We loved our nation as ourselves. So they could come take from our field and eat so they wouldn't be hungry. Any man could do that. All right? We had, what other laws did we have? We had the land Sabbath. All right? We had the mingled seed laws. And the selling of the land laws. The real estate laws. We had those laws, and the scripture said, the laws fulfilled in one word, even this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. If you loved your neighbor, you wouldn't cheat him concerning his real estate, his house. Because that's what he had to live in, man. He has to live. So that's why the Most High says, in the New Testament, that's why it says to love your neighbor as yourself. Talking to your neighbor was the Israelites. Your brother, man. That was your neighbor. All right, so last one, we're going to get Joshua chapter 22, verse 5. So let's get that real quick. Joshua chapter 22, verse 5. "But take diligent heed to do the commandments and the law which Moses, the servant of the Lord, charged you, to love the Lord your God and to walk in all his ways, and to keep his commandment, and to cleave unto him, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul." So how do you love the Most High? You keep his laws. You love your neighbor. How do you love your neighbor and the Most High? You keep the laws that the Most High gave to us, because the laws are love. All right, that's how the people in the world, they get it messed up. They're talking about all this love stuff, but they don't understand to love is to keep the laws. That is love. To tell your neighbor when he's going off. To help your brother when he's hungry. You know, that's love. The laws are love. So with that, my name is Karataza. Say YAHAWASHI YAHSHARAHLA Barakatah, Adam. To all the brothers out there and the sisters that's, trying. All praise to YAHAWASHI YAHSHARAHLA. Double honors to the elders. Shalom.